Everybody, welcome. My name is Darth Joker Cutting with the DJC. Today we are getting back into Fallout 76. Now, the last time we were here, we followed the Brotherhood to Fort Defiant to fight the Scorch Beast, and we ended up losing. We won, but the Brotherhood did not. So today we're going to follow the quest line of why the Brotherhood left. So let's get that queued up real quick. Tremors coming with Brotherhood still should try my Pip-Boy. The Brotherhood of Steel has returned. So this is the one I've picked up a radio transmission coming from the Brotherhood of Steel. I believe this is the original one. Forging Trust or Welcome to the Neighborhood. I'm pretty sure it's this one. So that's what we're going to do is we're going to turn on the Pip-Boy and see what they have to say. Hey, John, how you doing, buddy? Well, I guess maybe it was the other one that we were supposed to do. Let's see. Let's check what the other one was real quick. Speak to Russell Dorsey. Let's try Russell Dorsey first. Alright, so batteries included, which will make my power cores weigh a lot less. Uh, Portable armor really doesn't change our weight, but that's fine. Power user is going to work. And I definitely, oop, that's not the right one. I want stability. Then for strength, which I have to go back to again.
Here, I hope we can stay.
Oh, we got all that changed over and all that fun stuff. Turn my radio off because obviously that's not the right one. I don't know which one of these is the right one. So we're gonna go talk to Russell Dorsey first because I believe he's up there at Atlas anyway. So let's go to Atlas first. We'll do Welcome to the Neighborhood. We'll get that one out of the way. The Brotherhood had left and now they're back, and we're gonna continue on Brotherhood missions. Yeah, I don't know. I was a little confused. I have the hair armor, which I absolutely love, but I don't have the blue or the violet cobalt necessary to finish the armor build, which is the Air Force jetpack on the back. But it is what it is. We're gonna hop in our armor and we're gonna start getting around.
I wish I could have reached more of them.
Apparently I went inside instead of outside. I gotta go this way. Sorry about that, guys. That's the original Brotherhood that was here. You can't really see it because the survival guide's down there in the bottom, but it's got the names of each member. So we are getting into this today. You know, I wanted to work with Radley's game yesterday. And my intention is to try and get back to a normal, there it is, welcome to the neighborhood. Alright, we completed the quest. So that means what? We're here. Let's see here. Hold on. Yeah, now we're on to Forging Trust. I did hear about the Fallout television series. It's going to be interesting to see how they decide to do it because, let's be honest, you don't have a Master Chief or an Isaac. Or an Optimus Prime. You have a sole survivor. Or
Brotherhood's always looking for good. Hello, Russell Dorsey.
You have a mail carrier.
Welcome
you know,
to Fort Atlas.
or you have the lone survivor. You don't have a bunch of different people that are like superhero. These are just normal people. I would like to see maybe a little bit more of the War of 2077. I think that would be cool. But the game series is based off of you, the player, not you playing someone else like the Master Chief or a Luke
Founded
Skywalker,
originally out in
or
California
you're not
around
put
BoS.
in that realm of already
We're dedicated
made
to
hero.
society,
You're put in
preserving
the
old
realm of,
technology,
if you were
keeping
here,
the
you
mistakes
are
of
the hero.
past from being
So I
repeated,
think
you know?
it's going to be interesting
One
to
of the
see the
members from
series and how it
California
goes.
told me, I'm sure.
Is it going to be a perfect series? I don't know. I would like to say that it is.
It's an
I
honor.
would like to really see it
I
be
know
an
that sounds like
amazing
some
series.
recruiting poster
'Cause even like
nonsense.
The Last of Us,
Really? It is.
uh,
I finally
you
feel
have
like I'm part of
characters you
something
play
meaningful.
as, not
Building a better
you
world
are the
alongside
character.
other people who've committed their
So
lives
it's
to
going to
that
be
cause.
interesting to see how they do this.
Sure,
I can't wait to see the power armor though. That I'm really excited to see, especially with this game alone having at least 30 different suits. You know, I mean, there's the T-45, the T-51, the T-60, the X-01, the T-65. Those ones we could say are pretty much real for absoluteness, but that's 6 sets. Not to mention all the skins and modified parts. There's Raider armor. There is going to be several different types that have attachments. It's gonna be amazing, and I'm really looking forward to it.
Strategic information I'm not supposed to just give out to anybody that asks. What do you need? Look at most of the. He's very. Hey there. Something else I can help you with? Formerly the Atlas.
Yeah, I went a little too far there.
Well, this is Fort Atlas, new headquarters of the Brotherhood of Steel in Appalachia. The Brotherhood's in the process of getting everything in order here, but already people from all over Appalachia are turning up. Some need help, some want to join, but it seems like everybody's curious what comes next. I just say what Paladin Romani says. We're here to help.
We are definitely here to help. So let's see what this kid's story is.
Me? Oh, I'm just a guy who wanted to be a part of something special. A place to do something that really mattered. I picked up the messages the Brotherhood were broadcasting on the way here, and I came out ahead to help set up the place, hoping they'd let me join. They liked my initiative, and now I'm an initiate. Nice bit of symmetry, I thought. Well, as long as you don't cause any trouble. I'll be here if you need anything.
Thanks, Russell. Guess we're headed this way. So we're going to speak to Knight Shin. Oh, that and I guess, you know, the hair armor here that I'm wearing, since it's the Air Force modified, could possibly be an actual set instead of the Army issue. And that's the thing. What about the Marines? Don't the Marines have a set, or the Navy? You know, there's a lot you can do with power armor. It's going to be pretty detailed, and I'd really like to see where we go with that. At least where they go with that. I did realize, ladies and gentlemen, that I forgot my gun and my ammo. So I'm going to have to go back for that. Which, of course, Wolves, it's not going to serve us well here. Let me see, is there... maybe there's a stash box down here, or a box that I can get into real quick. So I don't have to go all the way back.
Your duties are what I say they are, Knight. Your objections are noted, but
No,
this
there's
is a
workstations,
direct order from
but-
your commanding officer. Help us put on a good face for the local people. We just moved into their backyard. They're nervous. Show
What
them
is
you
Paige doing here?
If you
Sean Hawkman.
Not now. Not until these Brotherhood jerks listen to this.
I expect
Not
nothing less.
now.
As
Okay.
you
Until
wish.
these Brotherhood jerks listen
Paladin. Do not attempt to act. If you're here with a request for the Brotherhood, get in line. I don't have time for you right now.
Dorsey
Kitty.
sent me to talk to you.
Initiate Dorsey is supposed to be manning his post at the entrance, not acting as my secretary.
Dorothy thought I could help. Dorsey thought I could help you.
Initiate Dorsey is too trusting. Are you another aspirant to our order?
Let us take care of things.
Yeah.
If you mean that, then you are right. But if that's sarcasm, I recommend you stow it. Immediately. Normally, I'd stick you with the other hopefuls until we decide whether you're worthy. But, if you're serious about joining us, you've got good timing. There's something you could do for me that would help the Order and demonstrate your qualities as a candidate. We've had a number of civilians show up here at Fort Atlas, asking for one thing or another from the Brotherhood. People are afraid, or want something, or are looking to involve
excuse me.
squabbles. Civilian outreach is not my
Derpy
specialty.
looking.
There's too much left to do to secure this facility. If you're really interested in helping, save my time. Interview the petitioners, find out what they want, and report back to me.
Yeah, sure, I can do that.
Do this right. Don't make me regret giving you the opportunity. Conduct yourself properly, and we can consider putting you forward as an initiate candidate.
Captain Derpy, could you stop? I'm gonna take care of Sean first.
Oh, can't he come to me himself? What, he needs to requisition some more armor polish? All right. Keep it cool, Sean.
Just tell me what the problem is, bro.
Is that a couple of these Brotherhood clowns showed up and took a bunch of my stuff at gunpoint. Now, I'm a peaceful man. I really am. Sure wasn't equipped to deal with armed thugs requisitioning the little I've managed to put together for myself. Never understood the Raiders. I like the quiet life. I don't need much, and I need trouble less. But after this,
You need to calm down, sir.
I came here to give the Brotherhood a chance to make things right. Else, maybe, I go to Crater and start doing things their way. At least they don't pretend to be the good guys. All right. What else did you want? I'm a scavenger mainly. Always been pretty good with a set of tools, so I do all right for myself, scrapping and fixing things. I trade what I find or fix with the folks at Foundation when I need something I can't get otherwise. Mostly, I like to be left alone. Don't blow me off like I'm making this up. These people have a responsibility to fix this. They had the power armor, and they said they were Brotherhood. Sorry I didn't make sure to ask proof when they had me at gunpoint.
You have to check the insignia.
Listen, I don't have... The Brotherhood pretends like they're noble, but then they let this happen? In their name? Raiders don't act like something they're not, and at least the gangs defend their own. Then tell them, and get them to do something about it.
Alright, well that's one. Where's Shin? Shin, you in here?
Don't get left behind.
Don't tell me there are more petitioners. Make it quick, please. To procure and preserve dangerous technologies from before the war, and defend humanity from itself. Since the world went to pieces, anyone and everyone has been using what they can find in the wasteland to their own ends, unrestricted. If things continue like this, humanity will never make it. The 1st Expeditionary Force was tasked with investigating several valued technological sites across the U.S., concluding at the Atlas Observatory. From here, we would report back on the fate of the preceding Appalachian chapter, carrying on the Brotherhood's mission in their stead if need be. Or we would have done that report if we still had a working long-distance transmitter. We have Raiders to thank for that one.
Yep, I've been to Fort Defiance. The Brotherhood were wiped out by the Scorch.
That lines up with our discovery so far. Truly an abominable threat, the Scorched. That information is classified.
Sure, classified, okay.
There is, and my interpretation of our orders is that acquiring it should be our #1 priority. Paladin Romani thinks otherwise. She has reevaluated the situation based on her own judgment. I'm following her orders.
Then, well, I'm glad you're following her orders. You probably should follow
Ask
her
them
orders. She's a commanding officer. Nope, we're good. I got everything I needed.
Make it quick. Does this look like a social club to you?
Another
Hopefully
time
not.
then. Because I don't like your freaking attitude. I
Advocate.
don't want to talk to you no more. Ad Victorum. Art nap. Come on, Artie.
Now look at you. You with these steel brother fellas? I've been waiting a good spell to talk to them. Well, it's about time. I'd like to die of old age waiting on them. Name's Artnap. So, what's this night fella sent you for?
I was asked what you want to know.
A fair trade's what I want. I've heard stories about these steel types back in the day. They was going around taking things from folks for the cause, they said. Yeah, like that don't make them raiders too. Well, I ain't got much. I already got to worry about raiders. So, I reckon it's better to make a deal up front. My farm don't produce much. I got some extra. I expect they'll have a use for it. In return, I want these steel boys and girls to keep raiders away from my farm. Heard a lot of noise they was on our side. Seems fair.
Well, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to get into these missions. I'll make sure that.
I'm not going anywhere just yet. Shoot. Ain't much to tell. Been a farmer one way or another all my life. Daddy before me and so on. Set up in these parts after I heard it was safe again. Turned out, there's plenty of raiders fixing to take what ain't nailed down. Ain't much use bellyaching about it. But neither am I just gonna roll over and let some bullies take what's mine. Got seed in the ground right now. I ain't yet seen a raider willing to scrabble in the soil for seeds, so I reckon it'll get by till I'm back. Before they bombed the daylights out of everything, folks used to pay taxes in exchange for the government doing what it was supposed to do. Raiders will just take everything. This is a trade. Fair is fair, and a deal's a deal. I ain't care for people poking their noses into my business, but if a bushel or two to these brotherhood keeps the raiders away, I can live with it.
What were you just drinking out here with a raider?
Could be.
Oh, look, a scientist. Let's talk to this raider first here.
Hey. Yeah, you. Who do I need to talk to around here? You know, about the guns? You don't look like one of these Brotherhood yahoos. Name's Tally Lane. What's your deal? Shin? He the scary guy with the stick up his butt? Alright, shoot. What? Me? A raider? No. Little old me? Don't be silly. Oh, I'm just a poor country girl, you know? Parents died ages ago, so it's just me and a few friends trying to make our way in the world.
Wow,
It's pretty
alright,
scary
Boba.
out there. Just a bunch of orphans helping each other out. No practical kids grow up on our own. We'd sure feel a lot safer with some of those high-tech guns these Brotherhood have to scare off all the maniacs out there. Yeah, that's right. Big shiny guns. Now all the talk in the area is about those Brotherhood folks with their high-tech toys, and I thought, Tally, you gotta get some of that. For self-defense, of course. Just so me and some
Really?
of my poor,
Did your other
innocent
guns
friends
fall off
can
your boat?
protect ourselves from all the nasty folks out there.
I'll tell Brother Shin, but I gotta ask you some more
Why
questions
not?
first.
Hit me.
Be honest, Sally. Why do you need those guns?
Hey, you calling me a liar? I mean, already told you. My friends and I just need them for self-defense. We'll pay good caps.
I think we're done for now.
Yeah, whatever.
Sally, I don't think this is it for you. Alright, guys. Let's see what the doctor has to say.
Yes. Something I can help you with? I am waiting to speak with a Brotherhood representative. I have no interest in small talk with strangers. The severe gentleman in the power armor, yes? Dr. Edgar Blackburn at your service. And what did Knight Shin want to know? I had heard that the Brotherhood possessed advanced technology. As a doctor and a scientist, this was of great interest. My research is always in need of equipment and materials rather difficult to obtain by scavenging and bartering. I came to see if an arrangement could be made, but from what I can see of their operations, they are as yet still in too much disarray. Given the state of my fellow supplicants, I would hypothesize that their needs likely outweigh my own.
You looking at something?
did you wish to know?
Something I can do for you.
I am sure you have more interesting things to do than listen to a poorly socialized wasteland doctor talk about himself. In short, I trained in multiple specialties before the war, and had a brief career as a research scientist prior to the bombs dropping. Finding myself fortunate enough to survive, I have continued my research, such as it is. Now I focus on the health of the people of Appalachia. Please do not ask me to examine any strange growths. I am not that kind of doctor.
Make it quick if you would. My bones ain't getting any younger.
Look what the rag roach dragged in.
Get back to the farms. Something I can do for you. This place goes sour and we're all in for it. Mark my words. Wonder if this would be enough to see if the game is gone.
Hey, hey, here comes trouble. I hope. What the heck does ad Victorium even mean?
All this concrete, faces like a tomb.
It would be difficult to express it in layman's terms. No offense intended. In essence, I have been studying the illnesses of Appalachia. For too long, people have relied on folk remedies and makeshift medicines. The long-term effects of this environment are concerning. Just because the radiation is survivable does not mean it is safe. Their hygiene standards are better than a lot at Crater, but no. I prefer to work in solitude. One day, perhaps, my research will be of benefit to them and all the other people of Appalachia.
Better be worth it.
Very well, then. Perhaps we can be of assistance to one another, should our paths cross again.
This is the security office. Have you finished the task I gave you? Good. Let's get this done. I have the list from their arrival. Give me the high-level overview.
Military-grade hardware, more common amongst the ones from California.
I have my eye on you. The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person.
The California members show no signs of anxiousness.
I am second in command of this entire operation. That I have other things requiring my attention does not mean a task is not required. Paladin Romani wants these people to be heard, and you agreed that you would assist me in this. Do not make me regret the trust I've shown. Impossible. Whatever happened, it was not us. There are countless brigands out there, civilian. It is not the job of the Brotherhood to hunt them down one by one for their crimes. I will say it bothers me to hear that someone is abusing the honor of the Brotherhood this way. But that does not change the facts. Mr. Hockman's problems are his own, not ours.
Ain't no kind of life wrapped up in that.
Give me your next report. No, we are not arms dealers. There was never any circumstance in which I would authorize weapons to that woman. But your vigilance is noted. Moving on. We are not mercenaries here to serve as guards for anyone with some goods to trade in payment.
The old world has so much to teach us. What didn't I see before?
That's irrelevant. The Brotherhood cannot simply be hired out to every farmer and homesteader. We have our own concerns. Enough about that. What's next? The Brotherhood is not a charity, and our mission does not cover providing civilians with equipment to pursue their personal interests, unless the Doctor intends to provide that research to the Brotherhood exclusively, and under our supervision, he will get nothing. That shows commendable discipline. Scribe Valdez may have interest if he returns, but if so, he is her problem. That appears to resolve the matter on our end. That finishes your reports. Against my initial judgment, you have shown that you can take orders and make yourself useful for the Brotherhood. You need to lose those soft civilian instincts, but I will make note of your assistance in my report to Paladin Romani. Should you wish to join our ranks, I will not oppose your enlistment. I grant you permission, provisionally, to enter the compound proper. Go to our scribe Valdez. You will need her support as well if you want Paladin Romani's attention. What I am going to do is make the recommendations I see fit in my report to Paladin Romani. As the commanding officer, the final decisions will be hers. And your concern in the matter ends here. Orders and duty are the lifeblood of the Brotherhood. You are not yet one of us. Consider it a suggestion.
Keep that armor in good shape. Your life.
Be vigilant, outsider.
We have to cut ourselves free from America.
The
to
only
rebuild
reason you
America.
should be back here
Take
is if
the
you're
old
ready to
and
give your
forge it anew.
report.
Well, I hope you convince the Brotherhood to make good. Impersonating, huh? I suppose they'd be pretty mad about people making them look like just another bunch of thugs. It's not as good as getting my stuff back.
Protect and preserve.
But thinking about what the Brotherhood might do to someone they catch running that con, it'll do. You did all right. Thanks. I'm sorry I blew up on you before. I'm gonna get back to the grind. I spent too much time here as is. You watch your back out there. And with these guys.
Military-grade hardware. Common amongst the ones from California.
This place is kind of dumb.
Each day in service of the Brotherhood.
Back again, huh? You talked to that military fella upstairs? Now that's mighty right of you. Whether they do or not is on them, but you got my thanks for your part in it. Well, I'll be moving along back to the farm soon. Stay out of trouble, you hear?
Do I need to call a seminar on this?
Look what the rad roach dragged in.
Local recruits of your health.
Hey, got something for little old me? What's the word from the big bad Brotherhood, huh? You butter 'em up for me and my friends? Lots of pew 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 for tally, lasers, and plasma and all that?
Hi, Miss Bella Bay. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate seeing you here.
Man, how'd you gotta do a thing like that? You just gotta ruin this for me. I never did nothing to you.
Or go away.
I mean,
I do not tolerate.
not that I am a raider. That's nuts. Stupid that you would think that. If I was a raider, I'd probably be mad about this. You'd be looking over your shoulder for me and my friends. But lucky for you, I'm not.
I imagine
Now
the Brotherhood
scram.
will reject your collection of blood
Make it quick if you would. My bones ain't getting any stronger.
Yes. Did you need something else?
All this concrete. This is like a
Thank you for honoring my request. I can certainly continue my work alone for the time being. Let the Brotherhood look to the present, and I will tend the future. I will be leaving shortly. Take care. The wasteland holds many dangers. Keep your wits and your health about you. Farewell.
This is the armory. Scribe Valdez is upstairs in the workshop. Another nuke. Arrived in Appalachia.
It's great to come. I wish you were here too. Hello, civilian. I don't mean to be rude.
But what exactly are you doing up here? Oh, a prospective initiate. The Knight Shin sent you. And I guess we're both in luck. Paladin Romani makes the call on new recruits, but the Knight and I have some influence. It just so happens I'm in need of someone to help me out on a little mission. If you're interested, I can bring you along and put you to work. Do a good job, and I'll send a recommendation your way. How about it? Our new base is littered with old technology, but there's something in particular I want to investigate. It's down in the bowels of this place, a part of Atlas that we've cornered off. I'm not keen on going alone, so I'd like some backup. Glad we can come to an agreement. Any questions before we start? No problem. I have to wrap something up myself. Why don't you head downstairs when you're ready, and I'll meet you there. Here to lend a hand?
We'll make Atlas stronger than Fort Defiance ever was.
You gotta go get our gun first. I'm not going down there without a weapon. There's a stash box somewhere? Probably not. I'm probably gonna have to go all the way back to my camp. Yep. Back to the camp we go. Gotta get that gun. Really bad to try and do this without it.
so much. So quickly.
Everything makes sense now. This is my place, my mission. The Scorched, the Raiders, the Ghouls. If anything tries to attack, we'll be ready. The settlers were but they're only looking to the future. We need to understand the past as well, or we'll make the same mistakes going forward. The elders have so much to teach us. I hope I'll get to meet them in person. Someday.
So I was kind of listening to what that lady just said. The settlers are trying to rebuild for the future. But we need to not forget the past. I don't think it's going to be hard to forget the past. 10 years ago, the United States was nuked. I don't think anybody forgot that. They got a tracksuit? Right. Let's head on down. See, I love this armor, but because I don't have the finished jetpack mounted, there's that gap in between the frame. I really think that's part of the problem why it doesn't look as good. Now, Ryokotsky has the whole thing, and it looks absolutely amazing. I'm working on it, but I have to get Violet Flux to finish it. The problem is, everyone that has launched the nuke in the past couple days has not launched it where I need them to launch it. I do have a key card to launch a nuke, but it takes a long time, and we have died a lot. I went through 7,000 rounds the first time I launched a nuke. I don't have the ammunition to do that. So what we are going to do is we are going to hopefully catch a nuke here in a couple days, but they're also doing Fashnak. Fashnak is a live event, which is live now. Which it's pretty cool. I'm hoping that we get a nuke placement here soon. But people have been nuking Fashnak because people have just been camping the location, because as long as you're there, you complete it. So there's people that'll attach a little rubber band to the controller, to the joystick, so that the camera moves a little bit like this when they're playing an instrument, and that way they don't get kicked, and they play the instrument right on the bandstand. And because it's right there on the bandstand, it's inside the area of the event. So they've just been farming. And now, I get it, but that's a cheap way to do it, okay? And because they're farming like that, there's been some players that have dedicated nukes to just blowing them out. Which, I mean, that sucks. That's not cool. But at the same time, it's not cool that the rest of us are putting in the hard work to complete the event. But by nuking the event, it kind of... Sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But by nuking the event, what it does is it takes away from us being able to do what we have to do to get it done, because now the area is irradiated. Sometimes it's irradiated for like 3 hours. And because it's irradiated that long, there's nothing we can do there without suits to protect ourselves. A lot of people log into a server and jump straight to it. And because they're jumping straight to it, they're being fried. And they're dying. Which, I mean... It's funny, but it's not fair. Alright. Here we go. Thanks for listening to my talking point. I appreciate it. There's the scribe. Let's get her going.
Good, you're here. So,
I am.
How do you feel about reading comprehension? I was hoping to start out by sweeping the area for documentation left behind from before the war.
Reading the schematic is a good first step in the problem-solving process.
Are you trying to get on my good side? Because that's how you get on my good
No, I
side.
just put my intelligence all the way up.
Enough
So.
about that. I'd like to get started. Let's head downstairs and see what we can turn up.
Okay. I'm gonna put the gun away. Not sure if we need it yet. That's not downstairs. This is downstairs. You gonna open the door? You gotta open the door. Hello? I'll just head down. Okay, I'll head down this way. Bye. Ooh. What is this? Top secret. Atlas decommit. Stingwing. Bloodbug, crickets. These are bugs. Crickets are heavily armored. Maybe it was a good idea that I did put my gun down here. If not, I'd be punching right now. You know, I do have an amazing war glaive I could have used. She's glitching out, so we're going to kill this blowfly over there. And we're going to go back to that letter that we just grabbed, and we're going to read that real quick. Here we go. A single use of the Atlas device requires a huge intake of coolant to keep the machine operational. Pumping this coolant through the device during operation puts a worrying amount of stress on its pipes, pumps, and valves. Repeated usage testing has revealed signs of cracks and breakage throughout. Furthermore, the hasty construction of the machine has led to structural flaws that could lead to high pressure buildup in the intake points, which could have destructive results if not addressed. These flaws could have been averted with careful design protocols, but the pressure of the war overrode these concerns. I would be remiss not to recommend an excess of caution when proceeding with future projects. Actually, you know what? I am going to take that plastic. Maybe. I'm using a controller that I am unfortunately not getting the reaction input that I need. Let's read this one next. Oh, report 1. Here we go. Following the dismissal of Dr. Isaac Heyman, LTC Oberlin has tasked me with overseeing the shutdown of the Atlas project. This report outlines the state of the project and its termination. While showing promise in the final trials, the project still has major stability issues, and considerable additional effort would be required to create a consistently operational device. The working trials impacted the operation of several key components, including the miniaturized ion focus and primary induction coil. Also, the concern of the enormous stress put on the coolant intake pumps and possible defects discovered in the release valve. So there's that one. That's part of the blown up. Ooh. That's a dead scientist. This does not look good.
This must be Dr. Hammond, Atlas's lead scientist. We recovered some of his holotapes and logs in our initial sweep of the area. This tech down here is his handiwork, and he couldn't give it up. Even after the war, I should make arrangements for a proper burial.
That'd be nice of you. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to read this letter down here, and you happen to be right on top of it. Ion focus. Our experiment with a compact ion focus has left it vulnerable to strong feedback during the device initiation. It survived the test, but the design should be reconsidered before any future use is attempted. Induction coil. The induction coil suffers the same feedback susceptibility as the ion focus. Repeated usage causes significant variance in the flux distribution throughout the coil redesign of this device. Oh, coil period. I can't tell if there's a period there or not, but with the capital R should have known. Redesign of this device also needs consideration if it is to be in any future trials, as the potential risk of frying the coil could require substantial capital in replacement parts. Core processing unit. While firmware updates have proven useful in the troubleshooting important aspects of Atlas operational capability, the sheer processing power required to execute the necessary commands requires special order, or we can get the blue screen of death and Fallout will kick me out. Which is what it did.